My name is Auke Mensink, and I'd like to welcome you with open heart, open mind. We are celebrating this time together the fallen heroes that we're about to reminisce and to remember. Sincere thanks for you to come, to support and to acknowledge and to think back many years ago in the 40s, 45. I'm a product from the 40s. I never met my dad and never met my uncles. They were all gone in that cruel war. So I'm the victim of that war. One was bombed in the Java Sea, one was ambushed at the convoy, and my dad perished on the bridge at the River Kwai. So that's very much in tune of what I'm doing here today, to remember and to pay homage and honor to my dad, which I've never known.
When we do ceremonies here at your Los Angeles National Cemetery, we like to think of the word tradition. We want to honor, we want to remember, and we want to teach. As much as I want to say thank you for coming and welcome to this beautiful cemetery, we try to maintain it in the shrine that it is, I also want each and every one of you to take one message back with you, and that would be, please teach your young about what we're doing here today and bring them back to this event. Without it, this event will be gone and it will be lost forever, and it's too important. We must remember, we must honor, and we must teach. Augie has been a big, really big, and we wanted to create a certificate for Augie, and we wanted to put the words down about what he meant to this organization and what he means to both Mary and myself. And the certificate wasn't big enough to do that. There are not enough words to describe this man's heart and his passion. So briefly, I'm just going to read this certificate. It's from the Department of Veteran Affairs. Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Augie for your many years of dedication, and I'm going to get this wrong, de Gesteroverwind. Is that close enough? Thank you, okay. Remembrance with sincere appreciation, we acknowledge your spirit of pride and patriotism. Augie, thank you from all of us.
The keynote speaker, his name is Eric Morgan. His parents I know since we had our business, and they were our clients many years ago. But he was a small child, and now he is a grown-up man. I called him when he was in Prague, Czechoslovakia, to attend, to be the keynote speaker, and he told me, yes, I will be here. And he's here. His name is Eric Morgan, and he will be sharing his thoughts, his ideas, and our future, because they're our future, because we're about to go. I don't know how soon, but that's a way things go. And here he is. I cannot even know the words, but you understand what I mean. Eric Morgan will be speaking to you. Eric Morgan.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
My name's Eric Morgan. I'm a second generation Indo 2.0, I heard it referred to as. I was born in Harbor City, near the San Pedro area of Kaiser Hospital. My parents were born in Indonesia. My mom in particular went through a war camp. She was orphaned by the time the war came about. Her mother passed away when she was 3 years old from the illness, and she lost contact with her father during the war and never heard from him again. But she had the good fortune of being taken in by Oma's sister, Romeo Gwendospear. Her husband overwent, and her two cousins became her fellow siblings. story that I just heard from my tante over in Utrecht, Tante Auke Mensink, reminding me of how precarious and how fortunate the life's events. And so haphazard, she relayed to me just on my last trip, as I was able to visit with her in Utrecht. Because she kept her last name, her surname, which is Merhard. She was denied entry to a ship that was headbound for the Netherlands. And Auke Wim, very quiet and reserved most of the time, put his foot down and told the authorities that if Anna, my mom, would not be allowed on that vessel, they would also stay in Indonesia. And seeing the conviction upon all the faces of the family, they relented and granted her passage and was able to make her way to the Netherlands. Once there, she was in her teens, so she finished her study and was able to get work at KLM. She worked at administrative offices, but was granted, one of the perks is being granted traveling privileges. So there were aunts that came over to California, found sponsorship, and they were situated in the Long Beach area, so she wanted to visit them. And it so happens my father was, they did not know each other, but he was also based there through following his brother. And he was an electrician by trade, so he found work in the shipyard. They met through the, I guess in the early 60s, there was an active social scene for the Indos. They had a commonality of experience. Like a lot of immigrants, they find most comforting environment in Minnesota. They were no exception. And so they met. They hit it off. My mom had to fly back to the Netherlands, but the connection was made through correspondence. They both passed on years ago, but one of the treasures we found was 2 equally thick stacks of letters, and they were pretty diligent about returning letters back and forth, and that cemented the relationship. And so she told the Vandesgeer family what was likely going to be her future, a life in the United States, and to marry my father. They gave their blessing. She came by herself, and they were married in Long Beach. Kids followed shortly thereafter, and myself as the oldest, 2 younger sisters. And they're semi-local too. One is in Cyprus, the other in Las Vegas. And grandkids, pretty much like a unsung success story for immigrants. As I finally had an awakening and started re-examining my cultural ancestry, it took a long time, but now I realize the significance of being in touch with ancestry. Since joined up with Indo Project as a means to examine and find out further the meaning of how we came about. I was in particular touched by a speaker. She's no longer a member to talk. Her name is Dr. Ines Hollander. She spoke in UC Irvine, and she pretty much has down where if we sit on our hands and are dormant and let time pass without being more active in knowing our history, it will all disappear within 20 years. That resonated with me, reaffirmed my resolve to be a volunteer. So that's all recent, maybe within the last 3 years. But as a group, members come and go, and it's all volunteer, and that's fine. People, life gets in the way of a lot of what we want to do. But for my part, I hope to continue on. I've heard Mr. Ruck say eloquently that one of the legs of this triangle, the legacy, is education, particularly the young. I have 2 daughters. Currently, they don't have the spark of interest that I do, but that's fine. I'm sure that's a common theme. They're not ready yet, so it'll be people like me, our task to keep and retrieve the stories, save them, keep them in safekeeping for when they are ready. They'll know of opas, omas, great omas, opas, and can always have access and know that part of them emanates from that past. Thankful for being offered the chance to speak a bit. My aunt wanted me to make sure that I spoke of my mom's quiet determination. She's like someone that doesn't bring attention to herself, but I think that runs into our group collectively, that we assimilated so well and so seamlessly, that there's a part of her that I see in others that they don't feel comfortable drawing attention to themselves, but just through the way they live, you see their children, that they have gratitude for where they ended up in America, but never forgetting the past. When my mom was still alive, her and my dad helped with the formation of a charitable group called the Beanie. Their sole aim was to gather funds from mostly the Indo community, although they found others that were willing to help locate needy Indos that were not fortunate to be able to leave Indonesia. A lot of them are in dire straits. Or with the late Alan Nays, they formed this charitable group that since has passed, but his wife has nobly kept up that work with the Alan Nays Memorial Foundation, and is someone that as a touchstone for me for the legacy that we hope to continue. There are others too. Mr. Rene Kurtzberg, I had the fortune of getting to know him a bit, and his wife Jen, but he's a big boots to fill. It's hard to duplicate what they've done, quietly and through the decades. When Auke invited me to speak, I know it was just not some ego-fulfilling thing for myself. I know that it comes with a sense of duty and obligation to carry this on. The group's getting smaller. I've heard that noted. I see faces that I've got accustomed to seeing the last few years that are no longer here. They are missed. But I know what the mission is, and hope to be able to sustain this in the years to come. Thank you for
Quite an information that he had. Yes, he is willing, and he is willing to continue this on, our story. We all have a story to tell, right? Each and every one of you here today.